Today we're looking at the Audio Sprockets ToneDexter 2. Now what you just heard was me playing this very nice Breedlove concert with an LR Baggs Anthem pickup system plugged into the ToneDexter 2, then routed through the interface to Pro Tools with just a little reverb on it. No other processing and most importantly, no mics. Now for reference, here's the sound of the pickup only, no ToneDexter. And here it is adding the ToneDexter. So it's fair to say that the ToneDexter 2 dramatically improves the sound of an acoustic instrument's pickup, and it works for any stringed instrument with a pickup. Mandolin, upright bass, violin, viola, cello, banjo, ukulele, bouzouki, balalaika, whatever you can put a pickup on. How does it work? It uses a proprietary impulse response system called WaveMap that learns the difference in the sound of your instrument's pickup and the sound of your instrument with a mic in front of it. Then, ToneDexter adjusts the pickup sound so it sounds like the mic. This is obviously great for live performance, and it's equally great for recording, especially if the kind of silent isolation you need for miking is an issue in the space where you record. ToneDexter can be the hub of your acoustic rig. There's lots of connectivity and routing options. You've got XLR, TRS, quarter-inch stereo or mono, headphone and aux out, and effects loop. So there's 2 quarter-inch inputs, 2 quarter-inch outputs, and an XLR out that can be individually assigned and routed with EQ and effects, or they can be routed together. There's an onboard tuner with a mute function and a boost with variable level and foot switches to activate them. Now those foot switches can also scroll through the ToneDexter's 32 onboard presets. So every one of the 7 knobs on the ToneDexter is an encoder, so you can press them all to enter different menus. Okay, let's pull up the menu under Instrument Volume. You can see it has all the input routing and level options. Now, a useful feature is the ability to blend in the straight piezo pickup sound with the WaveMap sound. That's the dry blend. Now, a little goes a long way, but it can add some extra attack to the sound, and it's really good for cutting through a mix. Okay, WaveMap is really about the presets. You see that you can rename, save, move copy, revert to saved, or delete. Next is the 3-band EQ, high, mid, and low. Now, each one has their own menu. So here's the high EQ, mid, and low. Okay, next is TS. That's tone shaping. It's kind of aimed at live performance. You can find and cut specific feedback-sensitive frequencies. And lastly, the output section to set output levels. Now, under this menu is also the routing options. So here's a version of my original WaveMap sound with some dry signal added and a little EQ change. It's easy to create WaveMaps and store them as presets, and the result is the sound of your instrument and microphone. ToneDexter has 32 slots for onboard presets that can also have specific EQ, dry blend, and input levels assigned to them, so you can make different WaveMaps with different mics, and you can use different instruments and create specific presets for instant recall that you can step through. Let's make a WaveMap so you can see the process. Now, it's not difficult, but there are a few specifics. The ToneDexter Owner's Manual has some helpful tips for making the best WaveMaps. The process works best with a piezo-type pickup system, which is standard in most guitars. There's a list of the most compatible pickup systems in the ToneDexter Owner's Manual, along with some tips for working with ones that aren't on the list. Audio Sprockets recommends using either a small diaphragm condenser mic or a reference mic. I've got an SE Electronics SE8 small diaphragm condenser. So I've got my guitar plugged in, plugged the mic into the input, and I place the mic a few inches away, pointed where the body meets the neck, not straight on, but at a slight downward angle. And if you want to hear the sound while you're making the WaveMap, you can monitor with headphones through the headphones out. To start the WaveMap process, press the tuner button and you're in tuning mode. Then, press the boost button to start the process. Now all of the levels adjust automatically and then the WaveMap process begins. Play held chords, strum, play low and high, single notes, different spots on the neck, and most importantly, be sure to play a consistent volume and keep the position of the mic as consistent as possible. Process finishes automatically, and then you can audition your sound before you name it and save it to a memory slot. You can save 32 different WaveMaps with specific settings on the ToneDexter, and you can store as many as you'd like with the ToneDexter's web interface. Now, does it sound exactly like the mic signal? Well, not exactly, but it has so many of the mic qualities and it adds depth and dynamics. It feels like a mic signal. Plus, from my experiments with the EQ, you can get the ToneDexter incredibly close to the mic sound. I think the biggest takeaway about the sound is that it's really good and very useful. The EQ routing and connectivity options make it easy to dial in the right sound, save it, and send it out however you need to. Now, this is ideal for a live setting, but I've used ToneDexter on a couple of recordings and I'm really happy with the way the guitars sit in the track. It's a good sound that's easy to work with, and I'm happy with the end result. The convenience, of course, is amazing, especially for a one-room home studio where isolating condenser mic from external noises is not really practical. I also want to mention that Audio Sprockets will have semi-regular software updates available. They're mostly small refinements, but this is an actively supported product. Thanks for checking out the Audio Sprockets ToneDexter 2 with me. If you have any questions, make sure to contact your Sweetwater sales engineer or check us out at sweetwater.com. Thanks.